Hi everyone, welcome to Breath Yoga. I'm Adrian. It's the other yoga with Adrian, spelled differently. And today we're going to be doing a sideline practice. This is something that I use to help me to liberate the breath when the breath can also get stuck in certain areas of the body. That when we want to have a full and easy and open breath, we need to have full motion in certain biomechanics. One of these is the bucket handle effect, which runs through the side body. So when we inhale, this movement of the bucket handle is the lower ribs moving up and out to the sides on an inhale and then coming back down on an exhale. And these muscles can get restricted from anywhere along the chain, along the side chain of the body. So because our muscles are connected via fascia from the outside of the foot all the way through the outside of the leg, through the side body up into the neck, that when one area is tight, it can create a pull or a drag and restrict the openness of the bucket handle effect. So we're going to do a short sequence where we work on one side first only, and we'll then test it and see how it changes for you. And we'll also be doing pranayamas that work on one side. So we'll do the left side first. We'll do some Chandra Beta pranayama, or inhaling and exhaling only on the left side. And then we will do the right side. And then some Surya Beta pranayama, where we inhale and exhale only on the right side, so that we can start to balance these out both physically and energetically. Now, let's begin. So sitting comfortably for a moment, you can take a block if you have one, if you need it, or some support under your body. Slip it underneath your hips so that you can cross your legs and bring your right foot in, then your left foot in front. If this is fine for you, then be like this. If not, then you can place the block off to the side or not use it, and sit where you bring your right knee in, bring the right foot on top of the left thigh, and sit back in what's called a half lotus position. Or you could, if you are bold, then pulling the left leg on top for full lotus position. We'll first begin by practicing in feeling our breath. So place your hands onto those ribs, and let's take just a few slow breaths in and out using ujjayi breath or ocean breath, making a whispering sound as you inhale and as you exhale. And just feel how you feel at this moment. How do you feel these side ribs? Are they able to open as you breathe in? Now you want to be working from the inside out as well as the outside in with this practice, so that in the end we feel like we've been able to expand the breath. So let's start to work on the left side first. We'll work on the left channel first. So unhook your legs, bring your body forward into a child's pose, where we're going to just walk the hands over to the right, so you can feel that you are working the left side of your body. You want to be maybe pressed up a little bit onto the fingertips of the left hand and pressing down strongly through that left side. Now from the inside out, take a deep breath into the left side of your body. Almost as if you could breathe only into the left lung. Now from here, we're going to continue coming up into a downward dog, then a side downward dog. So as you come onto your hands and knees, we're going to just arch the back just for a moment and lift the chest. And then round the back as you push into the arms, pushing into the floor. And then we're going to Make a curve into the lower back. Externally rotate the arms so you're more of your weight on the outside of your hands, and then tuck the toes, bend the knees, lift the hips, and push through your arms. So you can feel, as you press through the arms, you feel the side body lengthen from the arms to the hips. Now, we're going to now move the heels. So you pivot on the balls of the feet and you bring the left heel down and the right knee to bend, shifting towards the left side. I lift up onto the left fingertips, and I want to press into the left fingertips quite strongly so I feel that chain opening from the arm all the way to the hip. Now again, take a breath in and out through the nose, but see if you can fill up the left side of your body. Now you'll step the right foot forwards. And first one, we want to have our left toes angling in at about 45 degrees. We're going to bring the right elbow onto the left knee and push down into the right knee quite strongly. The left leg is internally rotated and you're going to be pressing to the outside edge of that foot. Now, you send the left arm over the head, and as if you are taking your small finger and you're going to reach for a distant bowl of whipped cream that you're going to scoop into, then you want to let the shoulder blade move away from the spine. And as you kind of gently keep your arm internally rotated here, you're going to strongly start to press into the leg, the side body, and let's take a few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply, and then maybe holding the breath out for a moment, pulling the belly in and lifting the chest. So, a few deep breaths. And then one more, and see if you can hold the breath out at the end of the exhale. Deep breath in. From here, you're going to place the left hand down, turn your right foot towards the right, and then sit down onto the left hip and look over your right shoulder for a moment. Some people feel nothing with this stretch. Some people feel a lot. I definitely feel something. Now, spinning back around, going to lift up onto the fingertips in a lunge position, making sure your eyes are facing kind of towards the floor, not lifting up, not lifting your chin, pulling the throat back and lifting the chest up. And then we'll take a breath in, and as you step back, breathe out. Start with your knees bent at first, and see if you can slightly lift your sitting bones as you arch the back and let the head fall down. Then a deep breath in, and as you exhale, straighten the legs the best that you can. From here, you're going to lift the heels up and let that propel you forward into a rounded upper back plank. From here, you can keep the breath out if you can, bend the knees, drop them to the floor, and then arch the spine and bring your chest and your chin down. From here, let's take a breath in and a breath out. Hold the breath out. And then keeping the breath out if you can, you want to lift the chest, bend the elbows slightly, let the shoulders wrap around to the back. And then come back into child's pose. Then we come up onto the hands and knees, and we're going to sit down. And we will bring the left leg on top of the right knee. You can either hold the left knee with your right hand, bring the left hand behind you into where you have the fingertips touching the floor and pressing away and creating an arch in the back the best that you can. Breathe in. And then turn as you breathe out. If you can take it a little further, you'll move the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Breathe in and turn more deeply as you breathe out. And if you can go even further, then you can reach around, grab the inside of the left foot, breathe in as you lengthen, and breathe out as you turn. Then we're going to face forwards. We're going to move the right foot forward into a 90-degree angle at the knee, place the left ankle on top of the right knee, and then lift up your hips, move them back a little bit so you're lengthening the sitting bones back. You can even do a manual adjustment there. If your knee is up high, then take it easy. You may want to support underneath your knee with a blanket. If your knee comes down and you're ready, you want to encourage internal rotation with the upper inner thighs. Lift nice and tall by growing up through the crown of the head and the throat coming back. You can breathe in and then start to walk your hands forward a little bit at a time until you're able to come down. Every time that you encounter some resistance, you want to breathe in through your nose and then breathe out very slowly and see if you can stay at the end of the exhale. Let's take a few breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out, going a little bit further. Breathing in, lengthening a little bit, and breathing out, coming down a little further. When you're done, you can walk your hands back up. And we come back into a cross-legged position, however is right for you, whether it's on the block or you place your right foot up on top of the right thigh, right foot up on top of the left thigh. And then we're going to place the right fingertips down to the floor. This is a strong traction. And we bring the left arm over the head like so. Again, we're still kind of reaching through the small fingers, inwardly rotating that upper arm. And now we can drop the elbow behind the head, hold onto the elbow with the right hand, lift the chest, and as you exhale, kind of lean over to the left, towards the right. Then we can hold the side of the head with your right hand, place the left fingertips onto the floor and bring the head down the right ear towards the right shoulder. If you can, you want to resist a little bit, pressing your head into the hand at the same time while the hand is pressing the head down. breathe into the side of the body. Now, releasing this up, we're going to do Chandra Beta Pranayama. So this is to only breathe on the Chandra side, which is the moon side, or the left nostril only. We'll do 5 slow inhale exhales. You can place your left hand in Chin Mudra with the palm facing down. The right thumb will just press into the bridge of the nose and close the airway, closing it with the tip of the thumb if possible. Lifting tall, just breathe in slowly in and out on the left side. When you're done, you can bring the hand back to the knee for a moment. Take a breath in and out. Let's come back to the test. Place your hands onto the side ribs and just see, how do you feel when you breathe in now? Hopefully you can detect a difference between what's happening on the left side and the right side, that this sequence has made a difference for you. You may notice a difference in your vision on the left side compared to the right. You may notice a number of different sensations happening on the left side of your body. This both goes physically and in a yogic sense, it goes deeper at an energetic level. So let's begin now the sequence on the right side to come to complete balance. So again, starting with child's pose, going to walk the hands forward, bring the head down, then walk your hands over to the left side and breathe into the right lung. Now coming up, coming onto the hands and knees. Once again, let's arch the back for a moment, curling the tailbone up and the chest up, and then pushing into the hands, rounding the back. Then we're going to come into the side down dog, then side down dog. You want to press hands to the floor where you're almost like you have bottle caps underneath your hands, where the left hand is rotating to the left, the right hand is rotating to the right, and you tuck the toes, come up. First work on arching the back and bringing the lower navel back towards the spine. Then on the second exhale, you'll begin to straighten the legs. So breathe in. As you exhale, see if you can lengthen the spine, press up through the sitting bones, and pull the lower navel back. Now, breathe in again and breathe out and straighten the legs. Next, we lift the heels a little bit. Going to move the heels over to the left side. The right heel touches the floor. I lift up onto the fingertips of the right hand. My left heel remains lifted and the knee is bent. I can slightly rotate as it feels good towards the right side. Breathe in and breathe out 2 times. Then we step the left foot forward, repeating the same sequence. Coming up where we place the left elbow onto the knee. And even if you can go further in this, if you know this pose, then just continue pressing the elbow down so you really have this strong ability to push into the left knee, and just compare how that feels. The right leg is internally rotated, the right toes are facing slightly forwards, the lower navel's pulled in, the chest is up. And then I'm going to scoop that whipped cream with the small finger and reach that arm over the head where the shoulder blade is moving away from the ear. Let's breathe 5 breaths. On the 5th exhale, hold the breath out, pull the navel in, lift the chest. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, force the air out and keep the breath out. Then returning, place the right hand down. Spinning, bring the toes towards the left. And coming down onto the right hip. Then we spin back around, place the hands to the floor, tuck the right toes, extend the right leg, lift up on the fingertips and lift the chest forward, not your chin. Continue to look straight forwards, breathe in. And then place the hands to the floor, step your feet back into downward facing dog. Again, starting with your knees bent, arching the back the best that you can. Then as you exhale, reach the heels towards the floor. From here, lift the heels, propel yourself forwards and round the upper back, then drop the knees to the mat, tilt your pelvis towards the sky, and then bring your hips down to your chest down to the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, hold the breath out. And then we're going to sail forward. If you can keep the breath out, great. Bend the elbows, wrap the shoulder blades together, press the chest forwards. Coming back into child's pose. Once again. Now we'll sit again and do the spinal twist. So bring the right leg over the left knee. You can do 3 different arm positions, either holding the knee with your bent elbow, you can bring the elbow over on top, or you can bring the hand all the way to the foot. Either way, see if you can lift up through the crown of the head as you breathe in. And then focus on your exhales as you turn. You want to pause and keep the breath out for just a few moments. Do 2 more breaths. From here, you can face forward again. Ankle to knee pose. Bring the left knee at a 90-degree angle. The right ankle on top of the left knee. Place your hands to the floor, pick up the hips, shift the weight back just a little bit. You can further adjust. Again, we're attempting to kind of make an internal rotation with the upper thighs. So if you want to encourage that, that's great. So you can be able to tilt your pelvis forward just a little bit. Now, breathe in, and then breathe out, and you want to breathe out and relax your way forwards. Again, pausing at the end of the exhale if you can. Walk the hands forward. Let's just take 3 breaths. Each exhale going a little bit deeper. Coming back up, you can adjust your posture the way it feels right for you. I'm going to bring the left heel in and then bring the right heel on top. Again, just the hips just a little bit. Lifting tall, place the left fingertips to the floor, reach the right arm over the head, and press. And then we'll hold the elbow with the left hand. You can just let the weight be in the left arm, and then the right elbow just stays there. This might be enough of a stretch, and if you would like to take a little further, then just slightly push into the right side and breathe in to the right lung. You can release, place the right fingertips to the floor, hold the head, bring the left ear down to the left shoulder, and resist your head into the hand. Finishing the sequence now, I'm going to breathe in and out on the right side, the solar channel. So left hand stays in chin mudra with the index finger in the middle and the thumb touching each other. And then we use the ring finger of the right hand to cover the left nostril. So we're gonna press into the bridge of the nose a little bit, hold it closed, lift up tall, slow 5 breaths in and out on the right side. Once you're done, bring the right hand into chin mudra and rest it onto the knee. Breath in and out. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, see energy rising up on the inhale, up the spine, and as you exhale, it moves back down the spine. Let's do 3 breaths. Breathing in through both nostrils, lift the energy up. As you breathe out, you can visualize that energy moving back down the spine to the base of the tailbone. 2 more. Thank you so much for today's practice. If you'd like, go on to the next video where we're going to be doing some Nadi Shodhana pranayama, a yogic breathing exercise that balances the right and the left and bringing you into a state of union or harmony. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.